Again, when these losers of suicide organisations were harassing me and worried about my children as well, because apparently their father was suicidal. Yeah, okay. In the last 11 years, I've continuously told New South Wales Police, other government workers, um, some ridiculous organisation called Matthew Tower Centre in Woolloomooloo, social support workers, mental health workers, crisis group, acute care centre, St. Vincent's. I'm not Rackley. This is getting utterly insane. So, even in America, this went on. So I'm not backing down because this is utterly insane, and I would like to know what my mum's role in this was. A social media post. So here's the thing. Okay, if it says Rackley, then it's Rackley. I'm not Rackley. I'm a Fleming. My mum's first husband's Mark Ian Fleming, my father. Her second husband's Mark Rackley, who she divorced in 95. Mark Rackley's son also lived in Tamworth. He moved there in 1995. There's two. This is going around in circles since the 90s. This is the most insane bullshit where a country like Australia really shows its barbaricness and backwards when it comes to organisations. You're not listening to me. You didn't listen to me in 2017 either. Daniel Rackley and myself, yes, we're the same age. But you know what's so bizarre about this? Okay, and this is where St. Vincent's kept carrying on going, oh, he's had a brain injury, he doesn't remember. No, okay, I know who I'm related to, thanks. This is utterly insane. So Daniel Rackley's always suicidal. Daniel Rackley's a cannabis smoking, drug using, deadbeat freak like his father. They used to hang around with all the nurses in Tamworth. So he was involved in, like, because he's got so much drug and alcohol issues and suicide attempts since he was a teenager. He would wipe himself out. I'll give a great example of this is I'm living at Empire Bay and I'll travel up to my mum's house to compete in competitions. So I'm not even living there. So I travel up in 1996 and my stepbrother, Daniel Rackley, has caused some, commotion at the hotel he lived next door to. And it's like, oh, I heard, from deadbeats from Moonbeam Continue, like, oh, I heard you did this. I'm like, I wasn't even here. How? Oh, no, because I said Rackley. I'm like, that's Daniel. Daniel Rackley, Mark Rackley's son. Daniel Rackley hung around the Freemason nursing home, affiliated with the nurses, affiliated with the rebel bikie gang members. He's heavily involved in drugs, cannabis smoking, alcoholism, exactly like Mark Rackley. This is the facts that government workers failed to take this information from me and go into an investigation and see where they've made a mistake. Instead, that information followed me to America, where there is Facebook posts where I even showed, so I was at a hotel and I was explaining this, going, this is getting bizarre. I'm going back to Australia to sort this out. Because even in America, where I'm a permanent resident since 2014, this is getting so utterly bizarre. And I said, this Facebook here, and this lady goes, oh my God, that's so nice. Who's that girl with you? I'm like, oh my God, do I look like Daniel Rackley, do I? I'm like, that's not me. That photo isn't me. That photo is Daniel Rackley. That's his social media. That is his daughter. His daughter is a spitting image of Faith Rackley. Faith Rackley is the daughter that my mother had with her second husband. Faith Rackley's Facebook used to have Daniel Rackley listed as her brother. I refused to ever have my Facebook connected with, because my Facebook wasn't connected with any family members. Okay, so you couldn't find me. It wasn't even under my name. Now, in November 2015, there was a Facebook post that said he wrote, so he was always threatening suicide, Daniel. Daniel Rackley's always threatening suicide. And St. Vincent's was told this in 2017 when they're going about me. I'm like, I didn't threaten suicide. It's against my religion. It's against my beliefs. So New South Wales police kept attaching Daniel Rackley's behaviour towards me, and they were told this back years ago. I'm like, okay, this is getting ridiculous. Can you stop doing it? That's Mark Rackley's son. That's not me. I'm not Rackley. Who told you I was Rackley? Oh, let me guess. Mum's up to her same scams again. Did she come to Sydney and go, but he was known as Rackley? You're like, as you can see, I know my mum scams 10 steps before she does them. And then to discredit me, she would have played the concerned mother, and she goes up there and she's like, I don't know what Justin's talking about. I've only got 3 children. Oh, God, do people still listen to my mother? How come you actually listen to her when you don't drive in there and put your handcuffs on her and lock her up? Because I know what my mum does. Like, I'm 10 steps ahead of this. She always does it every time. It's like, so does Faith Rackley owe drug dealers money again, does she? Like, I know her scams. 10 steps ahead. So Amanda Lee Fleming and myself is from her first marriage. So I'm Justin Mark Fleming. Her first husband's Mark Ian Fleming, a builder. We're not from Tamworth. My mother moved there with her second husband, Mark Rackley, who's worked at a nursing home, Freemason nursing home. We've had this discussion for like 2.5 weeks where nurses at St. Vincent's, where they're going, why do you believe your dad's a builder? Because my dad is a builder. Why do you believe my dad's a nurse? They literally were arguing with me over my surname. I'm like, I'm not Rackley. Where a doctor's there going, we need to do something with what, because you believe that your name's Fleming. I'm like, oh God, this is insane. I didn't change my name from Rackley to Fleming. My surname is Fleming. Why do you think my surname's Rackley? This is where St. Vincent should have been sued. St. Vincent should have been sued. We're going around in circles. That's what damaged my life in the US. So Daniel Rackley's social media, where in November 2015, he wrote, it's all over his social media. I kept putting up on my post and everyone kept thinking it was me. I'm like, oh my God, can you not read? I'm saying this isn't me. I shared it with that fucking loser that's with my twin sister's ex-husband, that fucking copper, that idiot, Bree Pascoe, who was like, it's like, that's not me, Bree. That's Daniel. Like, you're a fucking deadbeat loser like the rest of you to live around. That's Daniel, Mark Rackley's son, who lived in Tamworth. Like, you're looking at Daniel Rackley's social media. It's not me. That's Daniel. You know, Mark Rackley's children from his first marriage. You've got Michelle, Belinda, Daniel, and Kimberly Rackley. Belinda Rackley's been to Tamworth. Daniel Rackley moved to Tamworth in 95 and was hanging around all his father's deadbeat friends, drinking at his same place that his father did. You know, all the hotels, Nemingar, the Oasis Hotel, hung out at the Freemason nursing home. That's who those people know. Mum's just using you guys. Mum's always using you guys because you're idiots. Because you look at Carol and you're like, oh, but Justin's mother said, it's like, why do you listen to her? Like, you know, I would never rely on her as a reliable source because you're lucky to ever get the truth out of her mouth. It's like, sometimes she'll turn up and she'll say something like, well, that's right, Carol. Like she did in 2019. No, sorry, yeah, 2019. We were talking about when I did modelling. I used to get to paid modelling work as a teenager. And years later, after 2017, she goes, well, yes, that's right. I'm like, yes, that is right. So how come you didn't tell the truth in 2017? Like, now we're 2 years later and you're like, yeah, that's right, when you did modelling. I'm like, yes. And this is one of the issues that was getting discussed in 2017 when I wasn't believed. So how come you didn't produce the documents and tell the truth then? Why 2 years later? Because now you've done your little show and dance, Carol. You fucked over your son's life. Literally. So I don't rely on my mother for anything because she can't be trusted. Go to any family member and they were like, oh yeah, Carol can't be trusted. Yeah, go to Amanda. Carol can't be trusted. Go to Amanda's ex-husband, Amy Thompson. Carol can't be trusted. Simple. She just can't be trusted, my mother. It's that simple. So, yeah, can't be trusted to even tell the fucking truth and not scam and not lie. It's like I ring her and go, I've just been lied about. This is what's going on. And it's like, why does this happen? Because you. Like, you are such an... like, seriously. Anyway. She should have been dealt with years ago. Legally. So, she should have been dealt with criminally. My mother. And I'll tell you what, Housing Commission will be, because Housing Commission had information to do with Daniel Rackley back then in 2017 and 2018. So once these documents come back, look, if there's any, you're not going to move away from anything for the last 11 years when I'm there saying Daniel Rackley. Okay, Daniel Rackley was suicidal. I even shared, so I even went down and scrolled down to show on his Facebook. Screen recorded it, showed it down, and there I'm saying, this is Daniel Rackley. This is his Facebook that you've all seen because Stephanie DeSalis was there going, in 2017, I didn't know Justin had a daughter. And they're going, I don't have a daughter. But next minute, Stephanie DeSalis is telling people that I believed I had children. I believed I had a daughter. I'm like, no, I never said this. It was on social media because Daniel Rackley had a domestic violence issue with the mother of his daughter and he couldn't see his kids. And he was saying something about not being able to see his daughter. Stephanie DeSalis read that and was reading that as that belongs to me. I'm like, that's not me. That's my stepbrother. Like, how is it I'm still not listening to her the last 11 years? It's like, Daniel Rackley. Daniel Rackley. You keep combining two people as the one person. Tamworth was doing all the time. It's like, I'm Justin Fleming. Why do you keep combining myself and Daniel as the one person? Like, I know you people are dumb, but there's two people. There's Daniel Rackley and there's Justin Fleming. Okay? Like, there's Mark Fleming and Mark Rackley. And for some strange reason, you people gather information and you gather it and you combine it all together as if it's one person. And it's not. Like, this is the most insane thing. And you go and ask my mother, and it's like, why are you asking Carol? She's the reason why there's so much false information. Why do you go and ask my mum? Like, literally, like, no one in their right mind would speak to my mother. Like, if you want accurate information, why do you go to Carol? Like, why would you walk up and say, oh, Carol, your son said this? Why would you even ask her? Like, you just ask me to prove it with a document. I'm like, easy. Like, why would you ask my mother when she's not going to tell you the truth? You know this. You should know this since April 1989. Like, well, you should know this since she got with her second husband, Mark Rackley. So you'd ask. Like, go and ask Amanda, what's your actual surname? Fleming. Okay? You were always told to not call us Rackley. That's our stepfather's name. And then you keep combining me and Daniel as the one person. Why do you keep doing this? So, you know, St. Vincent's did it. And that's the truth. There was a Facebook post, and here's the thing. So everyone was raising red flags in 2017. It was February 2017. And I had to keep arguing with St. Vincent's going, not me. So there's a gun on social media, and it said, forgive me, Lord, but it's time. And I had some organization at my doorstep. And, are you all right? I'm moving. Like, I'm moving. I'm trying to pack up and move to America, and I'm getting disrupted for the last 2 years by this stage. I'd like to know what the hell's going on. We're just really concerned about your welfare because of the gun on social media. I'm like, okay. And these people turned up with Giovanni, my ex-partner. I'm like, what are you up to, Giovanni? Because you know that's Daniel. Like, what scam are now you doing? I'm trying to unpack stuff that was still put in boxes at the holiday house, 23 Bangalow Street, it's Long Beach. I left boxes up there that were packed up from when I was packed up from Surrey Hills. So when I moved in 2012, because I had to move in a hurry, there was stuff that was all thrown into a box together that needed to be unpacked. So I was trying to settle, unpack, sort things out that was going to America and what was going to stay or throw away in Australia. And I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ, I've been trying to do this for 2 years. Just trying to pack my things up and move to the States as a permanent resident. What are you people doing? So I kept getting stopped. And then it was like, oh, he's running away to America. I've got a green card. I don't know what your organisations have, but you're not getting it from me, so I don't understand. You're told you've got wrong information, you're still going with it. Daniel Rackley. Now, the Matthew Talbot Centre, some deadbeat guy was on Daniel Rackley's social media. Oh, how do I know this? Oh, this was really easy. I've never been someone that's ever been involved in... I hate rugby league with a passion. I've never watched it. I can't stand it. It's a fucking shit sport. I grew up playing soccer. And if I've got to prove this again... So, I played soccer my entire life until my mother moved. And that's because when she moved, there was no soccer in the area that she moved to. So my last major game was in 1988, which is here. So there, as you can see, 1988. And that's because Mum moved in April 1989. So I had to stop playing soccer, unfortunately. But always played soccer. So you'll see, like, even back from you'll see 1983, 1984, 5, 1986, 1987, 1988. And then from 1989 onwards, I stopped playing. I absolutely cannot. So that's real football. I can't stand rugby league with a passion. I hate it. I think it's the most ridiculous game I've ever seen. It's the most barbaric, uncoordinated game. It's like, oh my God, we're just gorillas. Oh, pick up a ball, drop the ball, get pummeled. It makes no sense to me. It's not skill. I look at it and think, oh, it's the most deadbeat, povo, plev game I've ever seen in my fucking life. I would never sit down and watch it, where I'll sit down and watch soccer. So this guy in 2018 is there going, I said, oh, I'm so concerned. I'm like, why? Because there's a rumor going on I'm suicidal. I'm like, not me, but okay, we're going to stick with this scam, are we? Obviously, we're going to stick with the scam that's going on. And then wants to talk about my favourite football team, the Dragons. I'm like, okay. So the Dragons is Mark Rackley and Daniel Rackley's favourite football team. Okay? The Dragons. And have I saved? So I did do, actually, hang on. I'll prove it. Because I saved some of the screenshots from Daniel Rackley's social media to prove it. Because Mum knew about it. I told Mum, and instead of her telling organisations the truth, she tried to manipulate it. So Mum knows. Oh, Mum knows. Mum's up to her same scamming again. Seeing what she can get for it. So Mum knew straight away when I told that. So even in 2017, I'm like, what's going on? They've got information to do with Daniel Rackley. And she used that and scammed a mental health organisation. Because that's the type of things that my mum does. Like, if you actually knew my mother, Carol, you'd be like, oh, that's so Carol. That's exactly what the twins' mother does. She's always. You don't trust her. Like, never, ever trust. Like, she's not trustworthy, my mother. That's why we had nothing to do with her. I mean, look, my dad's a nice man, Mark Fleming, her first husband. He divorced her for a reason. Put it that way. I mean, he's an arsehole when it comes to men with money. He lives in a big house and could be there saying, oh, son, come and live here. No. But, and where is it? Daniel Rackley. Here we go. So, to back myself up, the suicide... Okay, here we go to back myself up. Here's one of the Facebook posts. There we go. So, that's clearly not me. That's Daniel Rackley and Daniel Rackley's daughter and the Dragons. Okay? Dragons football team. But let me just jump into a couple of ones to do with... So I tried to get this together for police to understand, and they still... it was like, okay, this is Mark Rackley's son. Mark Rackley's son who lives in Tamworth. Okay, this is not me. As you can see, the reddish-brown hair that runs through the Racley'S. Okay, that's Daniel Rackley. That's Mark Rackley's son. He used to affiliate the Freemason nursing home called Moonby House. That's his daughter. Okay, Daniel Rackley. So the Racley'S are these sort of reddish brown or faithos. So everything is about suicide. Everything. This is the one that's, there we go. 11th of February, 2017. Lord, forgive me, but it's time. Okay, I literally had organisation, mental health workers on my doorstep regarding this post here. Again, it's nothing to do with me. It's Daniel Racley's. All this. This is the photo here that was assumed, apparently that's me. That's not me, that's Daniel Rackley. And that's not Faith Rackley, that's Daniel Rackley's daughter. This is going on for 11 years. This went to America. Here we go. So, the 19th of November, 2015. So, I wrote this song about suicide, trying to capture how it would feel in those last moments. I've never performed it, blah, blah, blah. Goes on. So, here I go. If you're someone who has thoughts of suicide, please don't. This is Daniel Rackley's stuff. This is all. So, I've had people in 2 countries get information. This is Daniel Rackley. It's not me. Okay. Mental health workers over this. And I've continuously said, that's Racley's. I'm not Rackley. That's Racley's. Daniel Rackley. Okay? We're going around in circles for 11 years since 2015. And it's Daniel Racley's. It's over. I even put this on my social media back in 2017. And I was like, oh my God. This is Mark Rackley's son. Faith Rackley's brother's post. Not me. This is Daniel Racley's, who did live in Tamworth. It's like, I put this in and say, this isn't me. Can you guys stop harassing me over these posts? Because I was getting harassed. But Stephanie DeSalis was stalking. Stephanie DeSalis should have been arrested in 2017. My twin sister was normal and actually stopped listening to our mother. She might have been. So this is the shit that I've been dragged into. It is all. Like, see the Grim Reaper? So I had organisations bring this Grim Reaper sign up to me. I've had Acon workers. So this post was back years ago. And I've screenshotted it again, and it's about the Grim Reaper here. Okay? That's not my Facebook. That's not my Facebook. Okay? That's Daniel Rackley. I've had social support workers that are even involved in Positive Life, Bobby Goldsmith, Akon, and also, and I'm going again. Okay, again, this is where it's getting insane with you people. You're not listening to me, and you're not removing false information. So I'm getting sick of your organizations. Because I keep going to you guys going, okay, look, can you just listen to me and remove what you have in the past? Because you've got so much information that doesn't relate to me. You were told it does. It doesn't. I've told you, and we're going to go around these circles. And I think the best next step is that I have nothing to do with the organizations. I get a lawyer involved and take you to court. Because you're not listening to me. And it's a vicious circle for 11 years where I've lost immigration because of you. So I think the next step is I completely remove your organizations and just take you to court. And never have anything to do with your organizations again. I think that's where I'm at with the LGBT alphabet community. I think that's exactly what needs to happen with the gay community of Sydney, or the gay community in general. I think when I'm telling you for 11 years, can you remove false information? It doesn't relate to me. This is Daniel Rackley. Okay? That's his Facebook. I even took a screenshot of it and wrote, because when I was in America, this was still going on. So in America, I was literally having the same issues where organizations were harassing me. And I'm like, oh my God, when will this stop? Like, I'm exhausted. I'm literally at my wit's end. When will this stop? Like, I'm trying to live my life and work in America, and I'm getting more stuff. I literally had some suicide prevention. I'm like, oh my God. Like, you can see, I screenshotted this when I was in America. Again, to say, this isn't me. And I wrote on again, this is Mark Rackley's son, Faith Rackley's brother's post, not me. This is Daniel Rackley, who also lived in Tamworth. This is getting beyond the joke. I'm exhausted. This is literally exhausting me to the point of you have destroyed my life. 2016, June 2016, same thing about suicide. He has got, there is nothing, in this world that you can trouble you as much as your own thoughts. Okay, this is so much suicide shit you wouldn't believe. Miriam Mahowski, Mum's sister. I'm like, oh, fuck off, you loser. That's Daniel. Like, my own fucking loser family. It's like, Jesus Christ. So I'm there telling the truth for the last year. Look at this post. Look at this shit. I'm there telling the truth. But this is the thing. Okay. So, this is the shit that Daniel Rackley posts. It's better to have loved and lost than to have lived with a piece of shit that makes you miserable the rest of your... He's a fucking loser, like his druggo father. The shit. And I've literally had people that are so like-minded to Daniel Rackley harass me for 11 years. I'm like, you're an idiot. Like, if you literally can't sit there when I'm telling you and go, like St. Vincent, I'm like, oh, this is ridiculous. Oh, but Justin's mother, my mother's a bullshit. She just scams you people. She doesn't care what she does to her kids from her first marriage because we're Mark Flemings. In my mum's sick, twisted mind, which she should have been locked in a mental fucking hospital for, in her sick, twisted mind, she thinks by causing mine and my twin sister's life damage, it's like those mothers that, make their kids sick. Okay? In her sick, twisted mind, she thinks she's getting back at our father. She's been doing it since we were kids because our dad left our mum. But, the poor guy was tortured by our mother. She was evil. My mother's evil. Absolutely disgustingly evil. You never meet someone that's more evil than our mother. Like this shit. Like, that's Daniel and his daughter. So this shit's been going on for years. And I'm like, okay, I'm getting over it. Like, all this shit. See all this shit? I'm so over it. Literally, it's gone on for 11 years, and like, okay, I am so sick and tired of this rubbish now. Where I'm like, no, now that it's gone through immigration, I've actually, I started immigration 15 fucking years ago. I was like, now you've got Buckley's and me fucking walking away from this. I've like for 11 years I've told organisations, okay, what you have is incorrect. It doesn't relate to me, but I can tell you exactly who it does relate to. Can you correct it? St. Vincent's attitude was, no, we get information from whoever gives it to us. Like, okay, that breaks privacy laws. Do you understand that? Do you understand how the legal system works? That I'm just a Mark Fleming. I'm telling you that you've got information that doesn't relate to me. And I've also told you I hold a green card to the US. I've gone through the green card process and I've studied design. And you refuse because you think the information you have is correct. But it's not. Okay, so any damage that you've done after you've been told by the person themselves several times that what you have isn't true, and then you've acted upon wrong information, which is wrong diagnosis, and then medical negligence. It's medical negligence. Okay? Here. An SOS post in June 2016. Oh, don't worry. Oh, Stephen DeSalis was right onto this. Oh, my God. Oh, the chances that Justin may have had a daughter. Oh, my God. Stephanie DeSalis. Dreams all come at once. All her years of stalking with her delusional fantasies. Then she tells people she's had sex with me. It's like, no, she hasn't. That's her delusional fantasy. I've never had sex with Stephanie DeSalis. That's her delusional fantasy. But she made a good statement to New South Wales Police. I'm like, oh, God, that's a delusional fantasy. Yeah, so there's some of the posts. I've saved it because we're going around in circles with these organisations that don't want to be sued. It's like, well, you're going to be sued, especially now it's affected immigration. So is Housing Commission. Whether Housing Commission like it or not, like the scummy bitch Rachel, you broke laws in my life for quite some time for what I can see, even though I've only just been recently in Housing Commission. You actually, this is a criminal matter and a compensation matter that actually involves immigration. Suck it up, losers. Next time, use someone else for your scam. I'm not mentally retarded. Okay? And as you saw by those posts belong to Daniel Racley. Okay? I guess, well, you listen to a mother that said she was a concerned mother. Let me tell you about myself. When a female starts talking, in my mind, I'm sitting there going, liar, fucking liar. I've never met a female in my entire life that can actually tell the truth once her mouth's open. Simple. How do you know a female's telling the truth? She stops talking. It's true. How do you know a female's lying? She's talking. How do you know a female's right? When ever is a woman ever right? When she starts a sentence when she says, a man once told me. Well, you know it must be correct. If it came from a man, it's correct. That's why a female's worth half of a male.